Catalina, and today we are learning how to talk in the future tense to talk about the things that you are going to do. If you are new to my channel, you can find all sorts of lessons here. We have grammar, we have vocabulary, culture, and all sorts of things. Please consider subscribing. Estoy lista. ¿Estás listo or estás lista? Let's jump straight into the lesson. Okay, guys, so in order for us to talk in the future tense, we are going to bring back a verb that you and I already learned how to conjugate. Do you remember the verb ir? Yes, you're right. The verb ir means to go, and you and I already learned how to conjugate it. If you haven't seen that lesson, check below so you can review that before you continue with this lesson. But if you're comfortable with the conjugations of the verb ir, let's learn how to use ir to talk about the things that we are going to do, things that are going to happen in the future. Good? Bien? Perfecto. Let's do it. I know we are in Spanish class, but I have a little formula, kind of like in math class, that I'm going to give to you so you can comfortably learn to talk about the things that are going to happen in the future. Take a look. Ir+a plus infinitive. Ir+a plus infinitive. That is going to be the formula that we are going to use to talk about things that are going to happen, things that will happen in the future. So before we get into conjugations and into examples, let's break this formula up into separate pieces so we can comfortably know what we have to do. The first part is ir. Ir is that verb that we learned that means to go. That ir part has to be conjugated. We have to conjugate the verb ir depending on who is going to do something. You follow? Muy bien. That a, we're going to leave. And then the infinitive, you already know that infinitives are verbs that end in... Yes, you're right. They end in AR, ER, and IR. Do we conjugate infinitives?
No way.
No, we can't conjugate infinitives. Otherwise, they wouldn't be infinitives. So again, ir+a plus infinitive. Ir gets conjugated. We leave the a alone, and then our infinitive, we leave it alone too, so we know what is it that we are going to do. I think you kind of know where we're going, so let me show you an example here. Take a look at this sentence. Voy a comer. Voy a comer. Can you see the parts of our formula?
Yes.
Yes, you're right. That voy is the yo conjugation of the verb ir. A means to, and we know that comer means to eat. So I am going to eat. I am going to eat. Voy a comer. That is how you put together that formula to talk about the things that we're going to do in the future. Have I eaten already? Am I eating right now? Voy a comer is going to happen in the near future. Okay, so notice how I conjugated voy because I'm the one that's going to do something. I left my a alone and I have the verb comer, which means to eat. So that is how you put that formula together and that sentence structure so that you can talk about the things that are going to happen in the future. If we, all of us, were going to eat, I would change that voy to, yes, vamos. And then do I do anything else to the rest of the sentence?
No way.
No, you're right. Vamos a comer will mean we are going to eat. We are going to eat. Do you kind of follow?
Yes.
Fantastico. Chócalas. Okay, guys. So let's review the conjugations of the verb ir so that we are comfortable conjugating that ir part of our formula so we can talk about the future. So we need our subject pronouns, so let me put them real quick. Whew, we are finished with our subject pronouns. Now that we have our subject pronouns, we can focus on doing a super quick review of the verb ir. Now, remember, if you need an in-depth lesson on the verb ir and its conjugations, look in the description below and you will find a video lesson that will do just that. Now, if you are here for the second part of ir and to learn how to talk about the future, just go ahead and say the conjugations out loud as I am writing them down. That way you can review while I write. Got it? ¿Listos? Vamos a escribirlas. And there we have the conjugations of the verb ir. Do remember that ir is an irregular verb. What does that mean? That it does not follow the pattern of a regular AR, ER, or IR verb. Notice how it's ir, but look at those conjugations. That's what makes it an irregular. Okay, so we have everything we need to be able to talk in a future tense. We are able to say things such as, I am going to eat, I am going to dance, I am going to sing, I am going to do a lot of things. As long as you remember to use your formula, you will be able to talk in a future tense. Is this the only future tense there is in Spanish? No, but it is the easiest one and the one that is going to let you speak about things that are going to happen in the future. After all, right now, it's all about communicating. Is this grammatically correct? Absolutely, I use it all the time when I speak in Spanish. So let's review our formula. Ir+a plus infinitive will let us talk about things that we are going to do in the future. Let's go through a set of examples so you can get more comfortable and you can see how we use it. Here again, I'm giving you a list of all sorts of verbs in the infinitive. Again, they have not been conjugated, that you may want to use when you're kind of putting together your sentences. Make sure that you know what they mean so you know what is it that you're going to be doing. Again, take a really quick peek, and I'll go ahead and also put this list in the description below so you can kind of review them and you can practice putting sentences together. Are these the only infinitives that you can use? No. As long as you follow the formula, you can use any verb in the infinitive to talk about the things that you're going to do in the future. Now, remember the ir part of this formula. Does it have to be conjugated?
Yes.
Yes, you have to conjugate the ir part. Otherwise, we won't know who is going to do something. So the ir gets conjugated, we leave the a alone, and then we leave our verb in the infinitive, and ta-da! We have a sentence that talks about the things we will do in the future. So enough talking, and let's look at examples. Hey, don't forget, if you've liked this video this far, go ahead and click me gusta. Remember that really helps the YouTube algorithm and it helps get this video out there. Check the sentence out. Voy a nadar. Voy a nadar. And I could even expand it a little bit and say, voy a nadar en la piscina. Voy a nadar en la piscina. Voy a tomar apuntes. Voy a tomar apuntes. Voy a tomar apuntes. Mis amigos y yo vamos a hablar por teléfono. Mis amigos y yo vamos a hablar por teléfono. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Estoy muy bien. Hacía tiempo que no sabía de ti. ¿Cómo te va? Perfecto. Mi hijo va a montar en bicicleta. Mi hijo va a montar en bicicleta. Vamos a montar en bicicleta. ¿Te gusta el café? Voy a tomar un café. Voy a tomar un café. ¿Estás listo? Voy a tomar una foto. Voy a tomar una foto. Perfecto. Mi familia y yo vamos a viajar por el mundo. Mi familia y yo vamos a viajar por el mundo. En el futuro voy a comprar una camioneta como esta. En el futuro voy a comprar una camioneta. Voy a comprar una camioneta. I am confident that you are now able to talk in the future tense and talk about the things that you're going to be doing in the future, or the things that somebody else is going to be doing in the future, or that you and your friends and your family are going to do. Remember, ir+a plus infinitive will get you talking in the future tense. Thank you so much for joining me today. Muchas gracias. Me tengo que ir. Voy a leer un libro. Adiós.